Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's session. I am going to be interviewing Vicu today, who's a wonderful actress. So I'm going to make sure that she's hopping on the live with us. There she is. Let me see if I can invite her in.
Hello.
Okay. Hello. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Great. Recording in progress. So we just have to diminish the sound of your Zoom.
Mhm. That's okay. I I don't hear you from the.
And you're going to start to hear me
Yeah,
now. You can hear me? Okay, fantastic. Wonderful. So how are you doing?
I'm great. I'm doing great. I've been today training. So yeah, very excited about that.
Okay, wonderful. So can we rewind together and go
Yeah,
to the beginning of your acting journey?
yeah.
So you've just done some work with us and reset yourself. I want to understand how were you experiencing acting before doing this work of resetting yourself? Like, how was it?
Well, yeah, I actually was feeling very hurt with acting. Since I have memory, I always wanted to be an actress, so that like I've been like always sure about that. So I've went to a primary school with theater, to a high school with theater. I started a bachelor in performing arts, so I've been always
Oh,
doing yeah, always acting.
yeah.
But yeah, on the other side, I didn't really book so many roles, the roles I wanted. And then yeah, this last period of time before the reset, I was like having very dreadful auditions. I wasn't feeling myself. I was feeling very, yeah, I was wondering like, why am I hating it so much when actually it's the only thing I want to do. um so literally I just googled why I feel that I'm not good enough as an actress, and your video popped up.
Oh my,
And I was, yeah. And I started like watching your content. I was like, yes, yes, yes.
yeah.
So yeah, that's how I got into
Wow.
it.
Okay. And so if there was one word that you could give us about if you're looking back to that experience of the dread that you were feeling, what was it like to experience your life as an actress in that way?
uh, um I felt lost and disconnected from myself.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know myself anymore, so therefore I couldn't really play any characters because they were all empty.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was how I was feeling.
Yeah. And had you tried things before starting to do the work of resetting yourself?
Yeah. And that's also how I got here because yeah, I also had uh last year I had like two very big auditions, and I was like, the way I'm doing it is not working because I'm not booking any roles. So maybe I will try a different acting method.
Yeah.
And I went with a coach, and that didn't work out because I felt very bad again. And I was like, these methods are not working.
Yeah.
Nothing is working. So what am I gonna do? How do I even start? And also, a lot of these methods were not really linked with me as a human or in a holistic way. And I do believe everything is like, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
And so yeah, when I also discovered you were talking of course as an actor, but also as a human.
Mhm.
So that was what really,
Yeah.
yeah, I felt very appealing.
Okay. That makes sense. So how was the experience of resetting? What was that fun. So you're doing this work for like 33 days. How was it? Was it confronting? Was it easy, difficult? How was it for you?
Um, uh, it was very challenging and very confronting,
Mhm.
but the wins I gained out of it, oh my God, it's I feel like a whole new person. So at the beginning of the journey, I was feeling so I knew I want to do it. I knew I wanted to be this person, this free person, this free actress. So I knew it, but all the some exercises like $2 some exercises I was wondering like why do I have to do it and like questioning, and then I at one point I just said I will let it go and I will just jump in because all the things I've been trying so far didn't work. And
Yeah.
I'm a little bit stubborn with that. I always feel I know everything, so I was like, this is not working, I will just try these new things even though they're very uncomfortable. I would just try it.
Yeah.
And oh my God, I felt like a badass. I felt free. I felt like a rock star. And at the end of the journey, I was like, I don't want it to end. I want to keep doing this. And the good thing is that I can keep doing it because now
Yeah,
yeah,
you can
I'm
do
free.
it every day because you're being
Yeah,
yourself, you're being free. Yeah,
yeah,
fantastic. Okay, so what kind of I'm so glad that you had, that you confronted the confrontation. I'm so glad that because sometimes people are confronted and when you're desiring a transformation, when you've been looping with a systematic way of dealing with life and it doesn't change, you're going to have to confront something. And most people will say, no, I'm just going to continue to do what I do and nothing changes, but that's fine. I'm just going to work harder. And of course, transformation means that you're going to have to change something and that's uncomfortable. So I'm glad that you were showing up for that. You didn't
yeah.
quit yourself, and that you,
I was a little bit about, I was in the third week. I was, first of all, I also got like, yeah, a new, like work situation. And I was like swamped with other types of work that were not acting
yeah.
and also some personal stuff. So I was on the third week, I was like, I can't keep like this. I need to put it like, yeah, put it in pause and then continue. But then I received an email also from you and your team because yeah, we get email supporting the process. And in the email it said, I know you want to quit, but continue or something like that. And I was like, oh my God,
Yeah.
she's in my head. uh,
Yeah, well, the thing is, we've had thousands of actors do this work, right? So we observe, and the only contribution we have is to really hold you while you do it, to support you, but we can't do it for you. So we're able to, yeah, to observe when is it really sticky for people, when is it more challenging, and then we show up for you in those moments that are more challenging. And wanting to quit is fine. That's human, right? It's really okay. I want to quit. This is challenging. What's going to be my choice? I'm either going to continue and then get to the other side and feel free, or I'm going to quit and then start another loop somewhere else. But at the end of the day, what we are focusing our work on is really, there's nothing you need out there. There's nothing you need to learn, no method. It's really, you're perfect, you're complete, you're full. There's nothing to fix, to improve, to get better. So really, you can go somewhere else and try to get a thing from someone else, but you can only get from you and confronting
exactly.
your
Yeah,
feelings. So
yeah.
that's really crucial to us. So you confronted that and then felt extraordinary. What are the results like? What are the things that you're seeing change in your life, in your career as an actress, but also in the rest of your life? How is it changing you?
Well, first of all, I first before the reset tried the actors rehab
Yeah.
because I wanted to like have a little bit of a glimpse how it's yeah, the process. And after the 3-day actors rehab, where I learned that I was actually conditioned by society, and there were a lot of things put into me that were maybe the cause that
Yeah.
I wasn't feeling great. After that, I had an audition, and I was like, okay, I learned one exercise to like free myself, so I'm gonna try it. And I tried it before. I went to the live audition. It was like 2 years without that I didn't do any live audition, and I booked the role.
Yeah.
I booked the role, and I
After
was
three
like,
days, that's incredible. That's incredible.
so I was,
Congratulations. Yeah.
thank you so much.
Yeah.
And after that, I was like, yep, this is working. This is working. So, like, I can check it.
Yeah.
It's proved. So after that, I jumped into the reset, and of course, I was like a longer journey. And after the reset, a few days after, I had theater shows, and it was my first role in an English. Well, it was my first English speaking lead role, so it was kind of like a big deal for me. And of course, I was feeling nervous about like doing the shows, but also about my pronunciation and stuff like that. And all I wanted is to like because it was theater, to just to be in the moment, be present, have fun, and be a kid again.
Yeah.
And I did well, in the reset we learned a lot of exercises to like free our instruments. So I did that before every rehearsal, and the rehearsals were great, and I felt awesome. And then it was a show night. I did them again, and I was just, it was so effortless. You know, it was so effortless, and I had so much fun, and I was in the present. And of course, maybe it's theater, so things are going to go wrong. But I was recycling all of that and just like, okay, let's go on. You're here, you're showing up. So let's be present, let's have fun. And I can say that was my best performance in my whole life. And I for me, it was the best, and I had a lot of fun. But also for the audience, we had super good reviews, and also some my beloved ones came to see me, and they were like, Vicu, I've never seen you like this. Like, what? Incredible. You were like so alive, and you were the character, and they were like, I've never seen you like this. And I was like, okay, this works. And I have these for my entire life.
For your life. Because it was really important, and I have chills the moment you started to share. I had chills the whole time. Because when we say this works, or I have this for my entire life, there is no program, there's no method. The work we do is just to undo all the methods, undo all the programming, so that you have you. And you, being you, is effortless. When you were a child and you were playing with your trucks and your Barbies and your Play-Doh, it was effortless. When you were a child actor, it was effortless. When you reset yourself, it's going to be effortless to be 100%. You. Why would there be any effort to be you? There isn't. When you feel effort, when you feel pain, when you feel hard work, tension, nerves, it's because you're trying to not be you. You're trying to be better or confident or look good or do it right, whatever. It's not your fault. It's conditioning. But we can undo all of that, and then you come back home. You're like a child again. Exactly what you said. That's incredible. I'm so happy.
That's how I feel. I feel that I'm home, and of course this is in the acting perspective, right? But in my life, like for example, it's just here's my barista setup. I've been dreaming of this since like, I don't know, like since I was 20, like 7 years ago, and I made it happen. Like I, like this, like, and also I have like more order in my life, because I was always like, like letting things for later, not showing up. And like now I'm like, I want to be a tidy person. I want to have my I don't know, my house as I want, and that with like all the aspects in my life. I'm showing up, and when I don't show up, when I maybe like maybe I don't know, I'm not responsible in some way that I want to be. I'm like, okay, like now I see it, I want to work in it, and I will be responsible of like working on it. So I feel totally different.
It's incredible. And I like how you mentioned the topics in your life. You know how we're in a culture where there's a teacher for everything, and you can learn that and learn to be tidy, and learn to be responsible, and learn to manifest, and learn how to act. And we do the opposite of that. We're like, we're not going to teach you anything. You can't learn anything from us. But if we help you come back to you, then you create how you live in your house. You create how
Exactly.
you're responsible. You create and decide how you're going to approach your career, your auditions, your relationships. So we don't have to teach you anything. If you are your own authority, life is just like a white canvas and you decide what you put on it. It's really, if you don't remove that outside authority, if you don't remove the conditioning, unfortunately, you're going to continue to look for help, look for someone to teach me everything. You
Yeah.
don't need that.
No.
You have it all inside.
Yeah.
It's incredible. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that we crossed paths and that
Yeah.
you had such an enlightening journey. It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
And also I feel I'm awake, you know, and that I feel it with also like on the streets. I don't know how I interact with people right now. I'm 100% there, you know. I'm finally myself and I feel free, and I'm honestly so grateful, and so I really appreciate like the whole reset and the community, because it's not only the program but it's the community. I'm so inspired by all the amazing actors and artists that are in the group, and to see their stories and also see how they train, it's so inspiring. And I'm very, very proud of all this journey as
Yeah.
well.
Well, this is what you made happen, right? So you be grateful to you. I'm only kind of, joining the people together and making sure that we can all gather and hold hands, not in competition, not comparing, not trying to be
No,
better than each other, but really this community is holding hands and shining their truth. And it is a beautiful community. I'm so glad you're part of it. I'm so glad that you showed up, that you did the work, that you showed up even when it was scary. I'm grateful to you.
thank
Thank you.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you so
thank
much.
you. Well, if anyone is watching this and you've been wanting to really be your true soulful self, if you're done with trying so hard and trying all the tricks and looking for solutions outside of yourself, if you want to be reconnected from the oneness that you're part of, from the power that you're part of, the freedom, the purpose, the instinct, the joy of being fully alive, you can type free 100 in the comments. We can send you some free content. We can let you know how you can start this path. And yeah, we can't wait to meet you. We can't wait to make our community bigger, sing, dance, act together, and really just be the light that we came to be. Thank you, Vicu.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much. Thank you so much.
thank you. Sending you love. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you.